YouTube, hour number 3, session number 7, Destiny of the Lost. Early the next morning, the sky, or rather the cave ceiling above you, hues in a bright blue color as 6 of you and Ego, from pretty much, I guess, 5 or 6 or 7 different paths, you troop back into his workshop. And Ego says, "Man, I'm poofed. You guys go first, and then I'll tell you what I found."
First of all, Neron, are you alright?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, do you need like some help or something?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're sure? Okay. I mean, can't help you if you don't tell me. Alright then. I would like to hear from our those who found the way. The Penn, please. The Trakyy, Penn.
Yeah, me and Trakyy, we went to go and speak to the mining clan. Apparently, the only people that have another way out of here are the Mandalorians. They suggested we bring the Mandalorians to people who derailed the train, which obviously isn't the best idea.
They also said that if we were to go to the water treatment plant, we are probably going to face the Mandalorians anyways. And those are really the only 2 ways out. There are some tunnels that the Mandalorians can help us pass through, and they are very dangerous to go alone. I'm not even sure exactly where they start.
So did you like check out the map or find someone to guide us?
Well, we found where the Mandalorians are at. Yet we have not talked to them.
Mandalorians gonna guide us.
Well,
okay.
they're the only people that know the way, apparently, so...
Oh, shit.
Well, maybe we can find something else they are interested in, and we can trade. It has worked before.
Like what? Your head? Or my head? God, Mandalorians.
How about not a head?
Like what? A head?
Maybe they need something done we can do.
I truly doubt this.
Well, there's one thing that we could do.
Steal their fucking tank.
What?
Yeah, they have a tank. Yeah,
They have a tank.
They have a fucking tank, yes. It's something out of a fucking wet dream of engineering.
I mean, you should have seen Zim's face when I showed him the holograms. Just drool, like...
Sure, send me a photo.
He would have given his firstborn, and I just popped it up on a little hologram on my wristpad. Beep, 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 beep. Look at that thing. It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's you know, if Mandalorian engineering had, you know, some kind of demon baby with Gree engineering, that is what it is.
Sure. Can I see the photo, please?
Yeah, look at the hologram. I show him.
So my question to Ice is: would I, with my background of the family corporation, know about that thing and how good it is?
Yeah, you would know about that. You would know about the basilisk droid. Yes. This looks like a concatenation of basilisk droids, so it's really anyone's guess if it's any good or not. The sum of its parts, it means it's a Death Star, but it really depends on the technologist that erected it. And you can't tell from a hologram whether or not he did a good job or not.
Okay. This seems like a vehicle.
If they use it to traverse the euphoric zone, it's probably good.
Yeah, they use this to go out and gallivant across this crazy zone you want to go to. So I'm guessing.
How exactly did you get those pictures? Did you send your like little droid to there?
That's didn't help me out. I got in myself actually. Look at the resolution. Look at the beautiful contours of this hologram.
Just to say, he infiltrated, but he didn't get caught. That's the thing.
Did not.
I helped him.
Are you absolutely sure you didn't get caught? You didn't see like anyone after you walk away.
There was some crazy guy telling us that we killed a bunch of slaves in a train.
Okay. Like,
was
he
what?
Mandalorian?
I don't know.
No, he was not.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. About the slaves, I have no idea. I guess we will need to confirm it. I guess.
Did anyone else have anyone following them or something?
Sorry, what? Followed who? Was it Jedi?
There was someone watching us at one point.
Kifar woman.
Well, then we are in a fucking shit show. Because
Yes, we need to do something about that. I don't want us to be found out like we did with the train thing.
Yeah, because this guy was also pulling me into this shit, and I wasn't even there.
That's true.
Well, you're guilty by association, I guess. It seems like
Fair
everywhere
enough,
we
but
turn, people already know that we're the ones that did it, though.
Maybe we should spend a day trying to dissuade people from following us.
It's just that you can't. I mean, people here like know each other. The thing is, we are not from here, and I mean, it's not really hard even for these people to understand. That we are somehow affiliated. Even if we're not, I mean, they will still do this connection. We cannot persuade them back.
Until they know why we're here, they're gonna assume we're here for the worst reasons. So maybe we should give them a reason why we're here. Like, look at something crystals? We can pretend to be crystal salesmen. Like, something like that.
Or, even worse, we could do something that it's even worse. Maybe I've come to a really good solution for this, but it's not gonna be good for us. It's gonna be good for the ones that we're telling it to.
What do you mean, Zim?
I'm going to hate what I'm going to say. But if we say that we're with the Empire because we want to know about crystals and stuff, they might shut the hell up.
We don't look like we're with the Empire.
We can paint some stripes on my chassis.
Do you have any papers that you can show them that you're with the Empire? Do you have any emblems from the Empire? I don't.
Well, that's one thing that we can falsify, actually. If
yes,
have the right for it.
I have some experience with forging paperwork.
See?
We can be special envoy survivors from the Empire surviving the train crash, looking for people who did the great crash.
Sure. If we will not have anything better to do, we can do that. Fine.
Good.
Look, another idea is if Zim believes that he can fix that thing, we could go there and offer them.
Offer them what?
What is you have this incredible piece of machinery that is not in great state.
I'm
here
no
can
mechanic.
fix it.
I'm no mechanic. I can do stuff on droids, but again, I cannot use a wrench. Jesus, I could try, but I'm not that best at it.
We can figure it out. We're smart cookies.
Sure. Yeah, precisely. You are the intelligent one. Yeah, sure. Human.
Yeah, we can figure something out. I could use your little monkey hands to get in between the gears.
Sure.
I would also would like to
monkey?
hear from. Don't. It doesn't matter. Neron, did you find anything?
I found a piece of machinery. It looks a little bit old, but it looks like it has been used in the aquatic zone many times, but it had some fault in it that made it shut down after a while. Maybe too much exposure for too long or something, but we should definitely check it out. Like,
So we can use it to make the necessary things. Yes.
yeah, I think if we all go there and all like we are 4 smart tinkers here basically, if all of us put our heads together, we can find out what took this machine down, learn from its mistake, and then build something better.
Or
But there already is a tank.
Or maybe if we do that, we can then go to the Mandalorians and say that we have figured out a better way to get through the zone and make the modifications for them.
And then steal it?
But why would we go back to them if we already have means to go through the aquatic zone?
Yeah, it's very strange.
Because
we don't need those fucking gun-wielding maniacs, okay?
Oh, wait. Neron, the best idea is always the worst idea. Why?
No, the worst idea are the worst idea.
No.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Because it brings money, which we need.
Well, I don't fucking care about the money, okay? We're here on the mission, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, just, we can do one with the other. If we go to the Mandalorians and say this, and they pay us, good. And then we can ask them as a favor to let us go into the zone to test it
Then you're
out.
forgetting the fact that there's a 5,000 credit reward for all of us because there's a case full of weapons in the Mandalorian base. 5,000 credits, guys! Each!
Well, then I would say it's 20k, and I could quadruple it if I had the time to. So yeah, that would be.
We don't have the time. We need to do it as quick as possible because there is currently, if the research party is done and they will try to investigate us, there is a possibility that our spaceship will be, confiscated, and that would be very bad.
Yeah, but
maybe hear me out. What if we use the tunnel boring machine to dig underneath the Mandalorian base?
No, that's a terrible idea.
Oh my god!
Great idea.
Stop it with the Mandalorians.
Worst idea.
It
You don't fuck with Mandalorians. That I know as well.
I got in and out of their base. What the fuck's the problem? I've never met these guys, but they seem harmless enough.
Dude, they used to and still kind of do have the power to take out in a lot of star systems.
All right.
They destroyed star
Let's
systems.
gather it up. All right. So I also got the research data from the gate. A very good guard that I think you went there, Penn and Trakyy. He kind of, told me that you don't exchange information and stuff. So fuck him. Anyway, I think we can use it to make the necessary equipment to defend ourselves from the storm. So I see 2 ways what we can do. First of all, we absolutely need the equipment, so we're gonna go and make it anyway. But then we either go and try to make a car of our own. That seems like will take very long and it's a bad idea. There is even worse idea to go to Mandalorian base and try to steal the necessary car, tank, if you want. Or we can try to negotiate them, and this sounds even worse. So
I vote get the tank. Come on, let's not be crazy. We need the tank. Let's get the fucking tank.
Well, I am.
You do understand that we are not gonna deliver the tank out of this planet, of course.
We can prepare. We're smart guys. We
can't drive it through the entire tunnel and then deliver it undetected on the ship. No, we cannot do that.
Yeah, the only way we're going to do that tank is learn from the tank, then destroy it. Knowledge is
what
more powerful.
This is
Then,
like what do you mean knowledge? Like you can just, I don't know, go and try to check some kind of library on the center world. Like why would you need to learn that key? Whatever. Sure.
Well-
We can also try to learn it if you want.
This thing is incredibly well protected against these things that destroys every other technology that comes into contact with. This thing can already do it. Now we can spend months
How do you
or
know
years
that?
trying to figure that because they use it to go out and hunt whatever those horse things are.
Okay.
Have you seen it being used outside there?
I showed the picture, the hologram with the blood streaking on the side of it and the harpoon thing.
Yeah, that's blood.
Yeah, it's been used.
Yeah, but have you seen it been used in the aquatic zone? And how long has it been used in the aquatic zone if you have seen it? Like, we need to get through the whole fucking storm.
Yeah,
Well,
If this thing breaks down in the middle of it, we are fucked. And this thing
Royally,
looks
yeah.
like it's in shambles.
We still can. I mean, if we can make the equipment necessary for ourselves, we can also add, like, I don't know, some kind of shielding additional if this tank is actually shit. So, still looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
but
better way.
To,
I mean,
to do
we
that,
don't
we
really
need
have.
to,
Yeah, go on.
to do that, we need to steal this thing and somehow get all these Mandalorians off our ass.
well, there's
If we
there's
just keep
another
driving
option.
into the. Yeah, go on.
Another option is if somebody could help me, just talking to the Mandalorians, because they actually, I am actually good at persuading people because I've done a lot of these scams a lot of time with H.U.M.A.N as well. What we could do is try to persuade them to let us use it in exchange for the knowledge of how to get better through the euphoric zone. Why? Because then they would not be on our ass first of all, and second of all, we would make a pretty strong ally out of it if we have
Sure.
problems.
Well, I think we can try that, and if that doesn't work, we then try to, go the other way.
Quit with
Yeah.
words and continue with guns.
Yeah, something like that.
If needed, yeah.
Also, I think our friend here also wanted to tell us something, and I will switch my eyes to the guy.
Ego.
Ego, yes.
Ego keeps staring in awe at the hologram. And he's like,
Ego, come on. You wanted to tell me something?
he says, I kind of like the tunnel boring machine idea.
Uh-huh.
It can dig. Well, depending on what the distance is, that tunnel boring machine, can it not dig directly into wherever it is that you're going, like through the entirety of the aquatic zone? Like how? What's the distance between right here and the place where you are wanting to get to?
I have no idea. Can I like make some detection? I don't know, some measurements? Nice.
Yeah. You have enough information to measure this. Yeah. Give me a technology check.
Sure.
Or I could do
Yes.
a surveyor's implement, which is even better, because I can from their information I can make a map.
Only the goddess people can measure goddess radiation. We haven't had the flashback on what that technology is yet. So for right now,
No.
only Lumiya and Neron can.
No, but I'm saying I can make a map, not with any readings or whatever, just a map of how it could look like and whatever, just based on their information that they could have.
Sure, on how exactly you would go about digging a tunnel from here to there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I could
terrible.
do then my
That's without advantage, I was helping.
Yes, you are being helped.
So I could also make it with advantage. My bad.
Actually, it's Lumiya that he's helping.
Oh,
Sure.
okay, then. Yeah.
That's
Lumiya.
better.
Okay, that is better. Anywhere between 100 and 200 kilometers.
Yeah.
All right.
This machine, the bore piece, the diamond encrusted bore tip, that'll probably melt in that distance, or worse, it'll melt in half the distance, and then you'll be stranded there in a tunnel that is 100 kilometers long without a drop of water. So it's probably not a good idea. And then Eagle says, well, shit. I mean,
Or
you can
we
drive
can
it
make-
underneath the Mando base and steal the tank. That tank, though, god damn it. Anyway,
Yeah.
you guys are wanting to know what it is that I've found out.
Please.
He says, through the bulk gate, there's a small tunnel that leads to a gorge called the Deadeye Pass, which is open to the athletic zone, so we'd still need shielded equipment. That is how Mr. Zim came to be here. Through the outside line from Cortica. From Cortica. From Deadeye Pass through the boat gate and into N3, where he then came to the obsidian tunnels where we are. That is the only way, other than literally going back to the logistics tunnel and on foot proceeding back for maybe 1,000 kilometers or more to what is essentially the route right in front of the Imperial Ferrite plant, which is, in case you guys have forgotten, that one facility that you couldn't figure, the one Imperial facility that you couldn't figure what it was for. Now you know it's an Imperial Ferrite processing plant, where it packages it into crystals to be shipped off-world for some reason.
Well, so if we could get the tank, we could get it to work to maybe get it out of here. Yes. But what you're telling us is we cannot dig that much.
No.
If we
That
go out
machine, they require a factory to produce such a machine. You are 6 guys with hand tools. Brilliant as Neron and Lumiya are, it's just it requires a different deity.
So Igor, what about the path between Athletic Zone and Bulk Gate? Will we come from another side of the Bulk Gate, not like,
He says,
from here?
The athletic zone, it's like a 5 or 10 kilometer tunnel. It opens up right in the middle of the salt fields. It comes up from underneath. So actually, the salt fields are above us right now. We'd be going up. However, there's a lake between us and the athletic zone, and this is kind of in a place where the tectonic plate is thick enough where they made a tunnel up. So if we build a machine that goes straight up, we are going to flood this cave with an ocean and kill everyone here.
That seems bad.
Don't dig up and don't dig down.
Not ideal.
No, but still, if let's say we did get into the athletic zone through any means, like not the digging above, can we then go to Bulk Gate and to the Deadeye Pass and
without opening the boat gate? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Only the path from N3 and from the H.U.M.A.N mine to the boat gate is closed. This path is open.
Good answer.
Unless they do something, I don't know, any kind of ponders. And he's like, "Have you pissed off the H.U.M.A.N?
Who?
The miners?
I wouldn't say pissed off.
Well, if they have no quarrel with you, they have no reason to block us from going to Deadeye Pass."
I think the only thing they said to me is to not come back to their sanctuary or something. I mean, it's not their sanctuary in Bulk Gate, so should have warned me if they don't want me there, right?
It's safe to say they're really pissed about that train.
Everyone's pissed about the train. I am.
Yeah, well, the train thing also got us into a few people watching us, and one of almost wanting to get us killed, but not in the way he wanted us to kill him. Strange guy. Yeah, definitely strange guy.
The fuck are you talking about?
The one that actually ambushed us.
Oh, okay. So he's like what? A pacifist?
Not actually. The thing is, he wanted us to pursue him, and once we did, He trapped H.U.M.A.N in
Garbage.
some kind of compactor or something, which he could get out of. But he then proceeded to threaten me, call me a liar, telling me about how we killed 3,000 people with a train crash and a lot of slaves, and that we were going to pay for that, and he threatened me to kill me. But once I threatened him to cut off his legs, he said, "Well, I'm not going to die in this way. It's not going to go this way." And then he just teleported him elsewhere and then went away.
And he didn't even shoot you.
I did not, because I knew that H.U.M.A.N could get out of that thing because he told us so, and he could sneak up behind him and then capture him.
I mean, he didn't shoot you.
No, he didn't.
Is this
He
guy the
wanted
biggest
to.
clown in the galaxy?
He wanted to, and I also wanted to shoot him, but I
don't think this guy is a retard. Like, don't care about him. Anyway, so I think we should go and try to speak with the Mandalorians. This seems like the best idea for now. Maybe they will.
But first we have to get the knowledge to actually make a deal.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the bet.
All right.
So it's best if we do first that, which Neron actually gave us the idea for, which I happily have to thank you for it. And yeah, that's a good way to go.
All right. Seems like a plan.
Ego says right. So what do you want from me? What's my part in this?
You want a part of this? I thought you wanted nothing from us.
He says, well, if you're getting shit for blowing up that train, then I'm not far behind.
That's true.
Okay, then one thing that we could get you, if you come with us to negotiate with the Mandalorians, you could maybe persuade them to help you out, since you are with us and we're doing them a favor.
He says, I was afraid you were going to say that. Yeah. And he opens up a drawer and he pulls out a brace of blaster pistols. And he slides it over his shoulder and he says, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, we have to first see what we are working with that transport Neron talked about, and then
okay.
We are then good to go.
What you can do is to try to, I don't know, do you have any ties to anyone here, like anyone owe you a favor or something?
He says, well, I guess the sheriff, but nah.
I mean, you can at least try.
He's gonna blame me for Daznam. I can't deal with him now. Okay, I'll do that. What do you want me to ask him?
I mean, if he has any connections to Mandalorians or something that can help us to negotiate and persuade them. We want one way in and one way out, and that's it, and we will leave. So if he doesn't want Imperial searching for us everywhere here, he can say that we left.
He says, all right, I'll try.
All right.
Never said I don't do anything for you guys. And he straps his gun belt on and he puts on a piece of armor and he heads out.
So, are you all good with this plan? Lumiya, and Neron, Penn, Trakyy, are you all good with this plan?
Yeah, seems good enough.
Yeah, I don't think we have a better plan, so...
I really don't want to shoot with Mandalorian. They're nice boys, and girls. They're pretty good shot, and I don't even know how many of them there are. I mean, probably a lot if it's a clan.
According to the miners, it's a small army.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's best not to mess with them in any way.
Alright. Not piss them off, yeah.
Let's try diplomacy then. If we will try to negotiate and try to sell something to them, I can do something.
Yeah, definitely. From what I know about Mandalorians, they love shooting stuff and being aggressive and whatever. So if we give them an option to be better at it, they'll definitely take it.
Yeah. It's just a matter of how trustworthy they are.
Oh, they're not. They're mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No,
like,
no, no.
we're gonna go in and we're not gonna come back. So, we need only one way.
Look,
Yeah,
Mandalorians, they are usually very trustworthy, in my experience. They are asses and they are awful and all of that. But once they give you their word, then they're never coming back.
fair enough. They have their honor. Fair enough. Sounds like. So, well,
Doubtful.
at least this is a better option than dying.
Yeah, slightly.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, you go to the Mandalorians or you go to the tunnel boring machine?
We first want to research how to make equipment to be immune in the zone.
Yeah. You guys have collected all of the clues for that. Instead of 10 downtimes, that'll be 5 downtimes, and literally all of you can participate in that.
Yep.
But it'll take a day and then we're done.
Yeah. It would be equipment, shielding, your own personal shielding, so stuff on you, it doesn't fizzle out. You would be grounding yourself so you don't get electrocuted by actual lightning, and then if you find an engine or a power train of some description, you'll be able to shield that too. So the 5 downtime activities, once you complete them, you have the hand of Midas. Literally everything you touch becomes zone proof. So once you complete the 5 downtimes,
Okay.
Alright.
you can retroactively apply it to then in the future whatever vehicle you find.
Yep.
Okay.
So are we all rolling or?
This is a project. Yeah. Only 5 of you need to give me your. So you spend the evening. You spend the rest of the evening resting, and when tomorrow comes around, so you've already done your downtime activities today.
Yep.
So you complete a long rest, and you all recover, I think, hit dice equal to your level. Is it? Let me see what my bullshit rules for that are.
I mean, if you want us to give sleep, then yes.
No, that's not a downtime activity. You just do a long rest.
And
let me see.
you don't add. I don't think you add anything.
Yeah. You either gain. So if it's like dice. One moment. I think if you are comfortable and if the place where you are resting is habitable, you don't gain or lose anything. Where is it?
Oh yeah, I remember that, and we could like spend credits if it was like some place where you can,
Yeah.
a civilized place where you can actually spend it, and you gain hit dice equal to how much credits you spend.
Mm-hmm.
Completing a long rest gives you long rest hit die allowance, which is the number of hit dice equal to 2 times your level.
2 times your level. There it is. That is under short and long rests and hit dice. So yeah, this place is relatively safe and comfortable, so you get twice your level in hit dice just for completing a long rest, which you do successfully do. Eagle
So
seems to
6 hit dice.
have come home sometime in the night as well.
Yep. So we get 6 hit die.
Yep, everyone's level 3.
Noise.
Yep.
And starting tomorrow, Ego can also contribute to this. Ego can also contribute his downtime, if you want him to. If
He
you
can.
want any 2 of you to to spend their downtime doing something other than working on this technology?
I think I would like to, if possible, I don't know if I'm required there, but
No.
if no, then I would like to use run interference to reduce heat. And I want to just make it sure that like there are like false rumors on the net, and like there was actually like I don't know four humans that were there, and pretty much. And if possible, I think that's overkill, but you know, maybe something to mess up with my ship number so that it will not be tracked to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely that. You can definitely do that. Yeah.
All right. Do I need to roll anything?
We'll see in a sec. Does anyone else wanna not participate in the downtime activity for developing the shielding technology?
Will Ben be of any actual help in that? Because he's not exactly a.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of turn the power on and off.
Yeah.
And hold this light up.
Yeah, in that case, he'll just help. Hold the flashlight for Dad in the garage.
But yeah. Roleplay wise, Penn is not very good here. Neron can instantly put you to work simply because of how brilliant he is. He's so brilliant that he can have you do the work that you know nothing about. But
yeah, in that case, he'll just help.
Okay. Anyone else? In that case, Ego will be like, well, I couldn't get him. I couldn't get him last night. He wasn't home. I tried this illegal sabak game that I know he goes to, and he's not there either. Some sheriff, eh? He seems to have, vanished in the thin of the air. But I'm gonna try again today, and you guys can work on this. And nobody's been following me around, so maybe I'm even in the clear.
I sure hope so for your sake.
And he waves goodbye and he goes on out. And so Lumiya, we'll start with you. You roll technology to run interference.
Sure. I think I will use one of my inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Because I am really concerned right now, and 1d4 from the temporary boost.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You successfully muddy up the trail. You see pictures of at least 3 of you. When you were boarding that train from the outside, there's a quick shot of the lightsaber cutting the hull open. But it's so muddy and so blurred from the motion of the train that it looks like a blaster shot. Unless an Inquisitor lays eyes on it. There's definitely enough compromat here to get you in some serious trouble. And you managed to muddy the water immensely. And right as you were concluding, you, with horror, discovered that your ship has been impounded. Only this morning, you were literally 3 hours too late to protect your ship. They've clamped it down on Cortica, and it'll be moved to the Imperial base tomorrow. So,
oh shit!
Unless you can complete all this shit in 24 hours, and fight your way through an Imperial battalion on the Cortica airport, and fly out into space to then escape from the Cortica authorities, which will send ships after you, and only then will you be able to escape on your own ship. Otherwise, that ship is burned. Anything on it is burned unless you want to infiltrate the Imperial facility. So we're doing 4 acts. Things got worser.
Okay.
And there's no direct way to get your ship free.
Understandable.
That ship, right?
F. Alright. Well, I guess we will go and infiltrate next time, unless we, do it fast enough. Alright?
Okay.
We can get to the other guys now.
Yeah. The rest of the guys, there are no checks required. You get the work complete, before the sun goes down. All of the all of the specially created shielding, which is like, you know, kitchen foil. You will wrap all of the engines in that, and then separate manifolds and cooling devices for when this thing which you've designed, which is meant to shield everything, kind of increases the temperature, and then friction-resistant foil for powertrains, both energy and mechanical. You have it all. You can apply it in a matter of minutes to any old equipment. So all of your equipment, all of your lightsabers are now shielded and can work in the aphotic zone. Whereas before, they had an 80% chance of not working. So before, you would have thrown a D100, and if you rolled under an 80, your attack or whatever it is you're trying to do with technology would just fail. Now, there's no such thing. In fact, yours is like 100% chance to work, or maybe 99% chance to work. Whereas the Mandalorians, etc., are still limited, as you are, you know. And Lumiya, of course, is on call throughout this. But Lumiya and Neron discover that, you know, there's no way that the Mandalorians. You've literally just made a breakthrough in physics, right? There's no way the Mandalorians have made this technology as good as you have. So their equipment is actually inferior. So in here, fish in a barrel, sure, if there's 20 of them, 6 of you, they're just going to shoot you. But out there, you actually have a chance.
Right.
It is now late in the evening, and Ego has not yet returned.
Oh well,
Oh,
his
boy.
problem.
What do you do now?
I will tell everyone about the fact that we need to move as fast as possible, because ship is getting, well, stolen by this empire, confiscated. So we need to go to Mandalorians and then move to Swamplands and all that. I guess we can try to make a call for our friend here, but honestly, I don't really care about him. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. I care more about my ship. He costs less than it.
Well, let's at least give him some more time to come back.
Okay.
Sure, you can
Send
stay
someone
here.
sneaky. Can we send someone sneaky out there to find him?
It's a big city. It'd be looking like a, like a Botham
Need
in
an
the city.
ace, though.
Yeah, I don't think we have any clue to where he went.
In that case, then let's make like a tree and leave.
Buttons.
Ba-dum-tsh.
So you can head
if
out
you
on
want-
foot with all
Yeah.
of the stuff you have. If you only have a way to get into the salt fields. Your equipment will probably survive.
The idea is to go to negotiate with Mandalorians now.
All right.
So I think we go there, and I mean,
Let's
if
do it.
anyone wants to go and find the, like, or at least stay for the guy, you can stay, and we will call you what happened next time.
Can we leave little
just
droid
have
pets
one-
here?
Yeah, you can leave your little droid pet.
Sure.
Look, I just have one very important question.
Yes.
If we lose the ship, how are we getting off the planet? Do we have a second ship?
It will be
We-
problematic.
Yeah. We'll have to either find a new ship or get our ship back.
Yep.
So let's move,
Just
boys.
paperwork for that. It's going to take months.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any paperwork, my friend.
Yeah, aliens, they don't need paperwork. They're just, as I said, yeah, it's gonna take so much time. We have not the time to do it. So go fuck yourselves.
It's actually worse than that. You know, Lumiya has been identified as the owner of the ship, and therefore tied to what happened in the tunnel. So she's at least being held for questioning, and we all know what happens when you are held for questioning by the Empire.
Bad stuff.
Finger up the bum?
Just to start with, yeah.
Yeah. Among other things, more or less enjoyable.
They're doing some probing.
Oh, silly organics.
You're at it again.
Might be a torture droid that does the probing, so.
Only a real droid would enjoy a little probing here and there.
Yeah. Well,
But
at
let's
least
bounce.
they
Let's
like
find
their
these
job.
Mandalorians
Yeah.
and bounce.
Yeah, let's go talk to the diddly mercenaries.
You
Yeah.
Wonderful.
troop on out into the relatively cool and musky evening and down back to the city. However, this time there's a slight difference. The Old Republic barracks, which are the home of the Mandalorians, while it was dark the previous night almost entirely, now there's a light inside. Almost every single room is lit from the inside. You can see it from here. It's like a buzz with activity. And you approach the compound. You approach the central gate, and one of the red eyes comes out, looks at you, says something in alien, pops back in, and the door hisses open. Within, no less than 5 of them, all very well armed and armored, with their clan helmets, which are slightly different. I don't have an image, but they are all well armed and armored. Not necessarily ready for battle. It is possible that this is just how they are. But there's a lot of tension in the air. And one of the guys, without moving, he gestures with his weapon vaguely in your direction. And he says, "Boss wants you."
Right.
And you enter the main building. It looks like a war chief's wine hall. There's this massive table in the middle, horns everywhere, chains, weapons hanging out, a huge bloodstain in the middle of the room. There's about 10 of them, and in the very center of the room there's a big ass chair on which is sat a guy that doesn't seem to want to give you the time of day, but yet casts a glance. A weary glance at you. You look around the room. On one corner, Zim and H.U.M.A.N. You see your pursuer, still robed and hooded. He's like behind all of the Mandalorians. He's not with them, but he's somehow being invited here.
Okay.
And on the other side, Penn and Trakyy. You see your pursuer, the Kefar woman with the dreadlocks. She is also not a Mandalorian, but also has been invited for some reason.
Looks like you guys already know who we are.
I look at it. I look at the Mandalorian chief and just bow, because that's the thing they like, and say, "Humble chieftain of the clan of Mandalorians, then that resides here. I would like to present, even though I have the grace maybe of not a cat, but I already assumed you have been informed about us and whatever may have happened. In any case, I'd like to present me, Zim, a humble mechanic, H.U.M.A.N, a droid with a little bit too much of conscience, Penn, the feathered friends called Trakyy, Neron, and Lumiya. All of us are humble workers. You would pay us no mind. And some of us...
We just starts laughing upon the fucking lie that he's hearing.
And everybody thinks we have come here to kill people, destroy, chaos, crisis. No, that's not the truth. My compatriots here told me what happened on the train, and it was actually not their fault and mistake. They were pressured into making choices and they made maybe a wrongful choice, but in any case, we are here to
Can you not admit guilt, Sim?
just wait, human. Just
The chieftain raises his hand, and he says, "You have something to say, droid. You step forward. You say."
We need to go into the athletic zone.
He says, "This is good. You are powerful. You will find way into a athletic zone."
yes, we have found actually a way to shield everything we can. We know how to.
Good job.
And we would like to give you that knowledge in exchange for something.
He says, "You wish trade. I will trade with you, but first things first. I have right here," and he stands up to speak. And the Mandalorians, they do the clatter of their guns on the table thing. And one of the other Mandalorians says, "You are dead meat!" Apparently to you guys. And the chieftain or the I have a thing for him here. He says, yeah, the clan chief. He says, but I have the one who is responsible for tragedy in Tano. I have him here. He was there. And he raises a hand, and from behind the chair come out 3 burly men, and you are surrounded by Mandalorians. Come out 3 burly men, and they bear on a chain the almost lifeless body of Ego, who has been absolutely decimated. His like face is being caved in. He's like dead. He doesn't know it yet, but he's dead. He can barely breathe. He's missing both of his eyes. He's gone. They have absolutely did a number on him. And
Oh boy.
he says, and the chieftain says, "And our friends, they will do us the honor. We have selected the punishment, and the newcomers, the uplanders, the fools, they will carry the punishment out for us." And he grabs Ego by the back of the head. He pushes Ego in front of you, and he spins he pulls out a blaster, and he spins the little blaster, and he kind of throws it like a bouquet, like it's a wedding, to land among you. Does anyone reach for the gun?
I do.
You snatch the gun out of the air, and he says, "Excellent. Is it Zim? The people, they call me coward because of inadequacies in combat. So you will do the punishment on this Bothan who has destroyed our lifeline to the Empire, who has ruined our business, and who has..." And he looks to the hooded guy in the corner, and you see the guy. You see his face now, in earnest. He's a Weequay, and he is shedding these gooey tears, and he's quaking in rage. And the chieftain says to him, "And apparently they have ridden us of cheap labor hand. Is this not worthy of punishment in our ways? We have decided the punishment, and the newcomers will carry it out." And the rest of the Mandalorians, they give like a boo. They don't agree with this. And he says, "The punishment is death. Carry it out." And he looks at you, Zim, and he says, "Zim."
I look at all the Mandalorians and go, "Are you not people that love war, that love conflict, love all that is what your true nature would love you to be? So are you not entertained?"
There's like muttering.
This is the Mandalorian way, your way. You like to do stuff, we also want to do stuff. What you want to do is slaughter what you call not innocent, but slaves of the Empire. Are you sure the Empire wants what you want? I don't think so. So this is the time to say, yes, we're going to do this. So this is the Mandalorian way. Don't be cowards.
Someone
Cowards.
says, the chieftain has spoken. The prisoner's fate is sealed. The chieftain has spoken. The chieftain has spoken. The chieftain has spoken. And they start chanting.
This is the way. And I put the gun on the head of the poor Bothan.
Yep.
And without hesitation, I pulled the trigger.
Oh. You can have a hero point. As you blow this fool's brains out. The entirety of the room grows quiet. And the guy in the corner, he flies out, his robes fly out everywhere, and he gets just close enough to the chieftain, and from the sleeve of his coat flies out a lightsaber, and as he ignites it, it glows in a yellow glow, and he almost manages to reach Coward. However, Coward appears to be much faster than him, and with a wrist blade, like a Ezio wrist blade, he kind of intercepts him midway, and he stabs him through the heart. And the guy who was pursuing you, he falls to the ground, and he starts choking, and the lightsaber rolls out of his hand and extinguishes, one final time. The room is deathly quiet, and then Coward says, "Seize her!" And he points towards where the Kefar woman was standing. And everyone looks at her, and she's no longer there. And he says, "No matter. Everyone stay. We will find her. She will not get far." The Gomos, they have delivered. There was justice for the unjust deeds in the tunnel. It is time that we move on. He says, "You wish to know from us the secrets of the logistics tunnel X11. Our bread and butter, the way we reach the aphoric zone, the hunt. I cannot give you this, not for what simple service you have offered me. But I will give you one better. I will tell you of the location of the ancient override, which is deep within the H.U.M.A.N. There's an ancient lever in a false wall behind the temple of the godless in the H.U.M.A.N mines. If you can reach it and trigger it, the bow gate will open. That is how they've closed it initially. They've sabotaged this override. You actually need to repair it.
Yes.
And then the bow gate will open, and you are free to go on your way, unmolested, by none of my men. And he does a wide gesture at the Mandalorians, who seem to not be liking this, but will obey.
And if we were to ask transport, a means of transport, could we get that offer from you?
He says, "This too I cannot give you. It is too much to give. But
If not to give, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if not to give, what if to trade? And I would like to try to trade the secret of the electricity protection in exchange to transportation, and I would like to use my feature of trading."
Yes, the bargaining thing.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I
no,
think you
I
spend,
don't roll.
yeah,
I
you
don't
spend
roll.
an
I just
inspiration
take 20.
Take 20. Yeah, sure. So yeah, you do this. You spend your one inspiration to take 20 on the bartering roll, and he says, this is absurd. We don't. This is not something that. And then someone interrupts him. One of the guys that brought poor Ego out to be slaughtered. He says, wait. If they have absolute protection from the aphoric zone, and Coward says this is not possible, what they say is not possible, and the guy says, well, I mean, technically it is possible. We told you that we haven't perfected the technology. He said, fool! You will look over their schematics, and if their schematics are correct, what is it you want for them again? You want transportation out
I would like
through
transportation to Stormlands and then it back to the Dead Eye Pass, and then you can have it back.
He kind of looks at the three dudes who appear to be his lieutenants, and he says, you can't reach the Stormlands by vehicle. The Stormlands, in their very nature, they are unattainable, unobtainable. You can't. Roads curve when they reach them, and instead of towards, you move back away from the Stormlands. I will leave you at the edge, but the final steps you will need to make on foot, and you will make alone.
Then how about this? You wait us like here for some time. If we come back, you then deliver us to the Dead Eye Pass, and then we conclude our business.
He looks at his mate, who's been reviewing. Neron and him have been exchanging, like data and stuff, and he says, "This is everything we could have ever hoped for. Take the deal, coward." And he gets up and he extends an armored hand towards you, and he shakes your hand, Lumiya, and he says, "By the honor of Clan Raf, I will take you to the Stormlands, not a step further, and I will give you 1 week after you shoot my vehicle. And if you are not back in a week, but if you return, I will deliver you to the Dead Eye Pass, and you will be let to go in peace."
Very well.
He says, "So says coward," and the Mandalorians rumble. They're dissent, but they will obey. And he says, "Now, men, let us hunt Jedi." And everyone kind of does woo, and they all troop out of the thing. There's only like 10 dudes here. Left him and his 3 dudes and a couple of other dudes. And he says, "The little Jedi that escaped. How are you for some bounty hunting? I could easily offer you." And he kind of ponders a little bit, and he, for some strange reason, looks at H.U.M.A.N, and he says, "I have a shipment of pike weapons. If you deliver it to the pikes, you will get a finder's fee. It's about 25,000-30,000. I can give you that if you bring me the head of that Jedi. Actually, I want her alive."
We just want to get to the Stormlands.
Finding a Jedi, we could do that, no problem.
He looks at Lumiya and he says, "That was our deal. I will honor the deal. Clan Raf honors the deal."
Very well. If my companions want to participate in this, you can negotiate with them.
I wink at Penn while I say, "We can do that, no problem."
Yeah. Do you have any idea where she might have gone?
To find a Jedi, we have to think like Jedi.
Well,
he says, even a place where my boneheaded men won't think to look. Her master just died. I think she's gone home."
That's one way to go. There could be another one.
So the young one has heart, but is inexperienced.
Alright. Inexperience would also mean she would give herself into her emotions. Oh boy. That's not going to be good if she uses her emotions. From what I heard, if
Sim, too much information. Let's go find the Jedi.
He smiles at you and he says, "Let her come. I'll be ready." And he sits back down on his chair. The blood of the other Jedi, it's pooling at his feet. He just does a happy little, he kind of plays in the blood a little bit. He does a happy little motion with his feet, drawing little rainbows in the pool of blood. And he says, "You will trigger the ancient override tomorrow, and come evening, if you survive the Kaluak, you will come here and you will be protected. You will apply your shielding to my vehicle."
I'm sorry, but why would we activated? We did not negotiate that. We
He
don't
says-
need it to remove that.
You can negotiate. I mean, they know about the ancient override. They don't want to open the boat gate because it pollutes the water. Yada yada.
Yes.
They claim that it is Clan Raft's duty to reactivate the water treatment plant, but this is not so.
But you do not need to open the gate to deliver us to the Stonelands, do you?
He says no, we need to go through the boat gate.
Why?
He says our deal is that you open the boat gate and then I deliver you to the store.
No, it wasn't.
He
Lumiya.
kind of looks at his mates. And he says, "You would already go back on our deal, little human."
And I say, I just put a hand on Lumiya's shoulder and say, Lumiya, I think this deal is far better than we hoped. And if they want us to open the bucket, why not? And you see a glimmer in Zim's eyes, like he knows what he's been doing, and you see that he gives you a wink, like this could work better for us.
You just see disappointment in Lumiya's eyes that you know subdue to them, and I'll just not say anything and walk away.
He's not subduing himself. That's for damn sure he's not.
We're gonna have a 3-minute break, and then we're gonna do the final half an hour or 15 minutes of the game, and then we're gonna stop.
By the way, T,